maps as last time. They vetoed Overpass and they picked Cash. Astralis picking Mirage.
This is really great for us as Counter-Strike scientists because, of course, we've just, as you said, just seen these first two maps played by EnVyUs against Fnatic. It's very, very cool to see now how Astralis will differ to EnVyUs' style for that, for this matchup. I do love that Happy's USP is called "Shut Up." That is maybe the best name for a gun I've ever seen in my life. Now, initial frags made here by EnVyUs, who are starting on the CT side, as we can see, and this is looking rather difficult now for Astralis. But can they get the bomb down? They need to be able to get the bomb down. That's a very, very crucial kill to happen immediately. dupreeh actually faking him out a little bit there to maybe pull some players into view, but he just really needs to get the bomb planted. I'm not sure why he's waiting so much.
Flank stand, there's a flank coming in from B.
Is that what he's waiting for?
That would be why. He's actually alone on the site right now. There is one player checking T spawn, but the flank's coming in, but it's going towards CT, maybe to secure the bomb plant, but now the flank's coming in from NBK, must have heard him. So this is starting to get a bit crazy. P2000 picks up, which means double, actually triple the range there for the one-shots over the Glock. Kenyes is being taken down in isolation with Happy coming in. So that weight has just sent things into a tailspin here. Happy coming in from the back. Karrigan was low, but not going to get taken down. NBK alone versus 3. Not easy for him. The bomb is planted for T-spawn as well, where off angles are being held. There's one, but the trades will come in. Triple face for Astralis. The pistol round is theirs.
Really amazing save there from Astralis. You got to hand it to them. EnVyUs with a big advantage going into the beginning. They took over middle. They got 2 kills just straight off the bat, and then EnVyUs were not able to convert in the end. I mean, you can see that the trickery from dupreeh there, just holding, like once he got into the bomb site and made the kill on the player at CT, he just held onto the bomb until his players could get in position for a strong afterplant. So Astralis now with that one round lead, and again, this is what we were talking about previously. One of the edges that they can get against a team like EnVyUs is their legendary anti-force by strategies and executions. Now, let's hope for our sake that we get to see something well executed from them, because it can be a treat when you see it go to plan. But EnVyUs, they're going to do their best to avoid getting wrecked by the anti-force by round of Astralis, and they will know Astralis as a team. They will know their tendencies. And again, as I said in the last match, EnVyUs are a team that don't tend to stack too much on a round like this. It's more rare, but we're seeing that they're doing it here, which is very interesting. And obviously, this allows more of a retake play on A. It's easier for them to get exits, perhaps. That's probably what they're going to end up playing for, because there's no one on the site. The site is going to Astralis, and they will get the bomb down.
They could save for the next round as well, because they make the gamble, save everything, and indeed they're going to do that. It was funny. They started running towards shop on the radar, and then pretty much as NBK went down, it just all immediately just ran back into the apps. Yep, hashtag nope coming in there. So a good second round for Astralis. We'll see how hard they choose to hunt. We have Zipex going towards the entrance to B apps to the Ts, which is where 2 of the CTs are going. And indeed, it seems they're going to try and play for some distant exits, but Apex has been taken down, as has Devil. I feel like, I mean, who knows? Envy can do a lot with one SMG or rifle, as we saw in the previous match, versus Fnatic. However, I think just a solid save in apps may have been the order of the day. So they could have saved with 4. Instead, they will save with just the 1. If he even manages to survive here, he will just about do so, not picking up the SMG.
So, all going to plan essentially for Astralis there. They won the first 2 rounds. They're up against an easy one here. They can build some bank if they keep things tight. They've only lost, they've lost 4 players so far in the first 2 rounds. This should be the round where they don't lose more than 1 or 2 at most. Now, Bomb just sitting in the apps there. So perhaps Zipex will toss a smoke grenade over into mid, and perhaps we'll see, exactly the same strat here from EnVyUs, just stacking the B site again. NBK, I imagine, in the jungle position, as he was in the last round. And Astralis this time will walk into it. But do they have the grenades to support themselves correctly? A lot of these spots are Molotovable, and There it is, the first Molotov's going in. Flashbangs as well for the close positions. Works out very well. You can see how well they get into this bomb site, but oh my goodness.
Going for the knife.
Happy bringing out the knife there, but that was clean. Only losing 2 players. Able to just jump straight in there against the stack, no less. So money's good here for Astralis. The Danes are high rollers, and now it is a buy for EnVyUs, so perhaps EnVyUs can put a stop to this.
I like Kenny's position under the window as well. It's really good. If you see a push coming into the B bomb site when Na'Vi are playing Mirage, if you look at the way C's plays that, basically baits his teammates who are holding angles in a positive way. So they jump out the window, he basically cleans them up. Otherwise, his teammates can concentrate on the aggression through the window. Very nice holds by Na'Vi when they do it. Fast play into mid from Astralis, jumping into the flames and taking down Happy, surviving as well, 8 HP just after the smoke goes up. So super fast player from the Danes. Angle not being checked though, and Devil gets the kill onto Dupree. And Karrigan, he had 8 HP and now he's got 0. 3 versus 3, but the T's are in control of the A site. Got a smoke going into connector, which means they can plant for that. And indeed, well, the plant will go down on default actually, just before the CTs get to CT. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not going to work out for Kenny there, that jump. Now let's see whether or not can do something here. Good wall banging coming in. Can't quite get the frag. There you go. Right at the end. And now it is a 2 versus 2. It's all doable, but Device has a nice off angle there from Connector, taking down Devil. MBK's on the site right now. He hasn't got a kit, so he really needs to get his skates on. 2 players on coming in once. This is going to be very hard for MBK, and he can't do anything at all.
Well, clean 4-0 for the Astralis side. We'll see if EnVy can start to clear things up. Sorry, well, claw things back eventually, although this does appear to be an eco once again for the French side. So a strong start for the Astralis team. We had Fetish trolling on Twitter earlier who said he was replacing Karrigan in the entirety of the ECS League. Was it ECS League or E-League? E-League, okay. For the team, which didn't make any sense to me for a number of reasons. But it's such a random tweet. I thought, like, is there any truth to it? But apparently, there was not, and he soon deleted it. Anyway, MBK is now the last man standing for the team. And we move on to the next round.
Yeah, so good start. EnVyUs will have a lot of money though, so this is the first real shot that they'll have where they can really say, all right, we've got our setup, we've got our, all the stock that we need going into this. They got the AWP on Kenny S, the magic stick, and 3 incendiaries. It's 1 kit on Devil. You don't need every player with a kit. That is a corner you can very realistically cut in this situation. So let's see whether or not EnVyUs can actually get something out of this. The bomb is being dropped to T-spawn for Astralis, so they're just playing a default. Looking for the opportunities as they spread out a little bit. No pick there from Device, all playing with fire. Oh wow, just avoiding the angle.
What is this?
Flick.
He gets the hit as well.
Well, Device seemed to know there. It looked like he was just leaving, like, oh, no one's going to peek me, I'll just leave. But he knew somehow. It is the man Device with the tag.
That is very interesting indeed. And I believe he's holding basically the pixel gap. I think he was holding the pixel gap there. But now he's gone. No, he's still there. So it's just a smoke. It could be a smoke for a number of places. I think he's too deep to throw it into mid actually. So perhaps it is for. They could be doing a wall of smoke into towards short, or it could be for window. It seems to be for the window angle, but not the window itself. So it's going to be a fake actually from Astralis. It's a different fake to the ones we've normally seen, and it's pulling the rotation. There are 4 people almost going towards B, but they've realised that now that nobody's committing, they're not even going to sack a player here. Still the Device holding with the AWP, and the bomb's heading towards jungle. Frags coming in towards slope for the CTs, towards jungle for the Ts, and the bomb is alone now on the A site. 25 seconds left, and Zipex needs help to come. He's looking away at the wrong time, managing too many angles. Lucky though to get away with that one. That could have been the round for the team. 3 versus 1 now on the B bomb site.
That was crazy stuff, the timing. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 2 here in favor of EnVyUs. 12 seconds left, he's got to plant the bomb. Zipex will get on that. Site cleared with Device with the CZ just in the nick of time there now as EnVyUs run in for this retake. Kenny S, the first man to peek, but hasn't got much health when Mana Zipex is there. Flash is coming. Oh, Zipex so fast with that AK-47. And that's 2 players surviving there for Astralis. But I love that fake. It pulled the rotation away. it allowed ZipX to get into a really sick position in jungle, and that ended up winning them the round. So really cool strategy there from Astralis to break EnVyUs' first real buy on the 6th round.
Yeah, that was really nice as well. That's definitely a fake that we haven't seen. Sure. No, we've seen the more flamboyant ones, if you will, from Guardian and co. Smokes from T spawn. We've seen Karrigan use that as well, alone, to Grace Effect as a fake, but never mind that. We've got 4 Ts over towards the A site now. Lots of activity from the Envy side, trying to figure out what's going on from these Astralis shenanigans. Apex will be lost straight away, and they'll push into the choke points, but can they get further than that on the A side? There is someone checking for a flank as well in Connector. They still got a player in CT have the Envy side, but slowly but surely Astralis are getting more and more McIntyre towards A.
Ooh, Karrigan able to take down Devil there. The unknown and unseen angles here are definitely hard to deal with for EnVyUs. There's chaos, and now the chaos is settled. And it's played massively in the favor of the terrorist side. Bomb is down, putting the clock to the CTs. They've got a pretty awful situation. They've got max loss bonus. So, you know, going for this isn't out of the question if they get some nice shots, and MBK is trying to get something done here towards middle, but they can't really get too much done. Nice flick there from Device, eliminating MBK, and KennyS will survive with the M4 for now. But another successful round for Astralis. This is looking like it's such a well executed T side so far. You know, they win the pistol, they have their first anti-eco. That was successful. They go for a different anti on the second round, run into the stacks, put the Molotovs. The execution was so clean that they managed to actually pull it off, regardless. I think they lost maybe 2 players, which is pretty impressive considering they ran into the stack, but the nades really did their job. Then they run a normal default, pick up the kills with the superior weapons. Then we've got the fake that they used, which was really sick on the 6th round for the first buy round of EnVyUs. And then we got a set piece into 8. So these are all the strats. That's like a different round every single time, and they're all executed so well. And this is 1 of 7 maps. This is one half of.
It's a scary thought, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just that this is one of the reasons why Astralis are hard to play. Their map pool is so deep, and the level of detail in all of their strategies and how well they coordinate them. It's just so good.
Yeah, and when you see this kind of play from the Danish side, you do wonder when they're going to win a major, because surely at some point they're going to win a major.
When are they going to win the major? Yeah.
Surely they're going to do it well. But we'll stick with this match for the time being. So 7-0, Envy are down in the first map. They lost the previous match to Fnatic 2-0, and they're down 7-0 on their pick of Astralis, which is Mirage. So Envy on the CT side, 0-7. That's not a great start by any means. And they are going to be taking a tactical pause here, which should be over soon. There's about 3.5K on average for these players going into the next round. Double AWPs on the Astralis on the T side. Double AWPs. Yeah. I mean, Mirage has been a strong map for Astralis for a reasonable amount of time, way back in, I think, season 1 of the Face It League last year.
And the interesting thing is that Astralis, so they took this decision to go double AWP, as you said, but they know that the money situation with EnVyUs, and a lot of teams would actually probably save in this spot, but EnVyUs have actually forced it out, and you can see that they've got 2 5.7s, not a huge amount of grenades, and KennyS doesn't even have any nades. It's 1 kit, there's no helmets or anything like that. Obviously, helmets not too important, but still. So Astralis, it's really curious to see what their plan is here with the double AWPs. Because again, this is a new round that they're going to show here, and there's the push coming in. It looks like ZipX was expecting it, but the timing was so nice here by EnVyUs. They'll pick up the trade, and perhaps the AK as well, but Cajun B in with a quick frag as well, and now the push into A is...
Beautiful, beautiful.
Coming.
Devil stuck on the site now, and Tetris. And the block's going to land on his head, Dan, because he's been taken down. Leaving NBK alone. I mean, just the timing coming through connector, I'll come to that. Let's see if NBK can do something here. The bomb's getting planted. Go for the wide peak, but the 2-man spray down will be real. And 8-0 Astralis. So I want to say it was Dupree who was in connector, and KennyS was just around the corner, and he wasn't trying to pretend that he wasn't there. And then KennyS is like right around the corner to his right, ready to frag, and then he just gets taken down, I think, from Palace or something. So it's just beautiful from Astralis. They are just running the train on Envy at the moment, who seem to be strewn across the tracks.
Yeah, this is really good timing for Astralis, because as one of the top teams that is not plagued by any injuries, like star players from Na'Vi, Guardian having his, I'm not sure if it's just a wrist injury or And
His is a football injury on his wrist, which I think might be related to going down to his elbow. But Carrigan has actually said in the past that, well, recently rather than the past, that he has had some issues as well, although maybe not to the degree of, say, Olofmeister.
Right. Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? Like right now, Astralis is still in action. They're still able to perform to the top of their form, whilst two of their main competitors are sort of weakened heavily or out of leagues completely. So it's unfortunate timing in a sense for them, because obviously the major is actually a couple months away.
It's not far away, is it?
It's long enough away that maybe one in a Guardian or Olofmeister will be back in action by that time. But that said, I'm sure they wouldn't care to win the major with all the teams not present at their full strength anyway. But another anti-eco coming in from Astralis, just creeping up the middle, setting up the A push. Triple pronged attack is coming in.
So through connector, 2 players will go again. Dupree leading the charge. Kenny stuck behind the smoke though. Finds an angle to take players down. This could be the first round on the board here for EnVy. Looking good so far. Device alone versus 4. 20 seconds on the clock and he's stuck in Palace. He has tons of money and I don't think he'll want to give this walk away to the opposite side. But too many nades flying in, too many bullets flying in. He will go down and the AWP is just about rescued by Devil. But there's tons of money on the T side and if they reset EnVy at this point, then actually EnVy will be able to afford a buy. So there is hope yet for the French side.
They must get a bomb down though, Astralis, if they hope to keep buying. And if they lose this round, a bomb plan is probably the difference between them buying or not buying, I should say, with what I saw from their money. So really important for EnVy to take 2 rounds together. If EnVy can win the next 2 in a row, they will have successfully given themselves a real shot at bringing this back to a very respectable scoreline. But that is the requirement. Oh, they're lining up for Apex. The spray comes in. And there's a 3rd player as well by Connector. Too easy there for Mr. Apex. And just Device now. Did you see what happened? I think it was on the front page of Reddit where Apex actually, his stream got raided by Fallen's stream. Did you see that?
No.
That was quite funny. Apex's reaction, because everyone was spamming Fallen in chat. Apex's reaction was he just started chanting 7-1, 7-1. That's why I say to Fallen's from Brazil, Germany, 7-1. Just, it was hilarious.
I think they were 7-1 down against Mousesports at some point. Luminosity in the chat was going nuts, which I was impressed. I didn't know there was that many footballing fans, but it is a Europe-dominated game after all. Anyway, that was a great round for EnVy. Although the score still isn't great, but again, I mean, 8-7 is salvageable here. That was the worst thing potentially that could have happened to Astralis, just running out of Palace, getting all sprayed down there, full garden hose mode.
Yeah, it didn't even
the
get
lawnmower as well.
With no bomb plan as well, they're really lacking on nades. Zipex doesn't even have a deagle. So they're going to go in for just a straight up fast play, contact play, and it's actually working. No elaborate stuff here from Astralis, just getting it in there whilst the going is good. And the going is quite good as the bomb has been planted now. We've got MBK in 1 versus 1. I'd say favors Carrigan somewhat, but MBK will still pick up the kill regardless. Happy has a good vantage point there from CT, but will MBK be able to help Happy out here? That's a good smoke. Now Device is actually going to run all the way around the back. Now can Zipex hold on in time for Device to rotate here? It looks like he's going to go down immediately. Oh, Device has to win this frag. He will, and there goes the spray onto the bomb defusal. And that is going to be the round there. Astralis picking it up 9-2 now. And the bank is quite gargantuous for EnVyUs. They got a lot of money there. But
That's crazy, isn't it?
Will it tide them over?
With only 2 rounds won, they have almost 10k. That's bananas.
Double up.
It's oranges. Double ops indeed. So Happy will be on the 2nd AWP as per usual. And Astralis looks to be going for a fast A play. Again, we've got Cajun B moving up into Palace and 3 people on the ramp. Perhaps they will have, I think it's Carrigan who's coming through the underpass, holding off rotations, coming in for a late flank. Having a T in connector reduces the amount of places the CTs can hold angles on quite considerably. And I think that flashbang might be the cue for the T's to move actually, because Carrigan should have heard it from the underpass. He knows they're pushing, so he will tell his teammates to do the same. Will they have a Molotov though for the Apex position? Indeed, they will. So 5 boxes is down. And again, Karrigan's position means that the CTs can't really stand anywhere on the site at all. But still, Astralis have the slow and considered approach. We've got NBK moving around CT as well, where NV just seem to be stuck. Coming into the crawl space. We might have some French players, although they have to assume that somebody's waiting on the other side for them. It's a very bad angle when you're the guy who has to go through it. So NV just biding their time, and it seems they may have to go for a save here. 4 versus 5, no T's down. We have ZipX rotating towards mid, maybe having a read that the save is coming in from the EnVyUs side. So Astralis are playing great CS moment, firing on all the cylinders, Dan. If there are cylinders to fire, Astralis are firing them.
Yeah, it's really good. And I love the decision from EnVyUs to go for the save as well. Obviously, it seems like an obvious one, but some teams lose too many players before they decide that they need to save, and EnVyUs decided that they need to save with 4 players, so that was smart. And at this point, they're losing 2 players that they were able to defend, so that they have one of the 2 ops at the very least. So that means that they can actually get a good buy in this round. Had they lost an extra player, it would have been a little bit awkward, to be honest, as we can see. Devil's going to take one for the team. He's on the UMP. But otherwise, decent setup, more or less. Workable setup from EnVyUs. But that 10-2 is towering over EnVyUs at the moment. Astralis' dominance is something to be marveled at. But Apex will actually pick up the first kill with a mid push there. And that's going to be a nice little early round advantage for EnVyUs to play with. Oh my god, Dupree from underpass taking down Kenny S. And now EnVyUs will be rattled ever so slightly, but still with the advantage after the trade in mid.
I like the adjustment from the French side. Take control of the map. That's what one of their strongest traits is just taking control and dictating the pace. And they've done that so far in this round on their CT side, losing the 1 player to the 2 of Astralis. Just over a minute on the clock. There's 1 player on the B-bomb site for NV at present, 3 over towards mid. You can see 2 of them are lurking in apps, but it's unclear as to whether they're going to go towards B or come through the underpass. You can see ZipX is in connector, so if they do choose to push the B-bomb site, then perhaps he can try and halt any rotation through mid and even flank the CTs going in through the shop. Commonly known as kitchen, but it is indeed a shop in this version of Counter-Strike, as there is a kitchen where the bomb is right now. So we've got timing nades coming in from NV, and Astralis with 30 seconds on the clock are going to go for a bit of a gamble. ZipX has made his way into jungle, so this might have something to do with it. Unbeknownst to him, there is a player in sandwich, which is Apex. ZipX takes down Devil, and now everything will start to move. We've got a play coming in through connector, won't be required though. ZipX gets the kill onto Apex, not sure how he missed that kill. Now, 10 seconds, if Happy stops the bomb from going down, that should be the round. He needs to get the wallbang here, going for a bit of a fadeaway, but it won't be enough. The bomb's down, and Happy has to wait for his teammates to come in as well. NBK this time will push through the crawl space, takes the Apex down as well, 2 versus 2.
Yeah, this is awkward right now for EnVyUs. NBK making it possible though. Happy just standing large and in charge there on the ticket booth. NBK's going to be coming in. Happy will pick up the frag. This one's very important. KJB with the headshot onto NBK. Happy has no kit and he'll miss the shot. KJB takes him out during the reload. And I mean, Happy knew that at that point it was pretty much over with no kit. And Astralis have managed to finally break the bank of EnVyUs. EnVyUs, they really did a good job in having so many opportunities because they had so much money, but after 3 rounds lost, they have finally run out. And Astralis look to potentially make this a fast map here with 11 rounds already on the T side. It's definitely doesn't feel good for EnVyUs, and it's quite a different story as well when you compare it to the game against Fnatic, which was much more about individual skill. Just the raw setups versus the raw setups, and Astralis' tactical and strategical game definitely seems to be, with that level of execution, definitely seems to be too much for EnVyUs right now.
So this round will be restarted because Device has too many torrents open and he's sliding across the wall, maybe waiting for new episodes of certain series then. Or maybe he's just like that for other reasons. My internet cut out twice last night. Twice. It seems to cut out at like 2 o'clock in the morning, but it cut out twice then. I was upset. Because my ping average is 60 because I play with 0.7 upload because my internet sucks. because it's all available. The building I live in is a pre-war building, and it sucks. Everything sucks. Anyway, hopefully the device will be back soon. His AWPing has been pretty fun to watch recently, and again, Astralis are just absolutely boosting. But I mean, is this break healthy for EnVy? They are down 2-11 on the first map on the choice of Astralis here.
For EnVy, it's nice because they can talk about stuff. But for Astralis, I don't think they really can. I mean, they're a really experienced team. For them, I would say it'd be the most helpful because they have so much momentum going on. What's really cool actually is on some of these more chaotic rounds is that ZipX is able to like get through connector consistently into jungle, and having that position seems to be quite painful. There's been a number of rounds where he's given his team the advantage just by having that, and ZipX has also been winning consistently a lot of his one-on-ones, and sometimes like in a moment we saw in the previous round where Apex caught ZipX with a grenade in his hand.
Yeah.
ZipX got the opportunity to switch to the gun, didn't even instantly headshot him, got a spray kill with an AK, like 3 or 4 bullets there. That's unfortunate for Apex right there.
That is the sign of a bad day, perhaps.
Yeah, that's that.
It's not good when it happens.
No.
But you gotta put it past you, move past it. That's what I meant to say. You've got to leave it behind you and move past it, because if you let it bug you, then it will consume you, and then you'll be consumed. And nobody wants that. So again, this is pretty much a write-off. Like if we go to 13-2 here, looking at the money on the CT side, they are between $2,000 and $3,000 for the most part. I mean, if we go to a 13-2 half here, then this entire map might be a write-off. And then are EnVy going to go 0-4 in 2 matches? That's entirely possible here. So only time will tell. But if they lose this map, they're essentially 0-3 for the evening, right? So what does that do to you mentally in your pick, the 4th map?
Yeah, I don't know. Like this first map is definitely already feeling to me like a write-off, because all that's really left is one real buy out of EnVyUs, and their buys have not been all that successful, generally speaking. Astralis have been able to basically break them with everything that they have, which is kind of ridiculous. Sometimes you'll see a T side where it's like, okay, we'll try this. Oh, it didn't quite work. This, we got into good positions. And it probably works. We could maybe try it again, but we're not sure. And then maybe maybe that's like the best round that they have, is one of those rounds where they're still not sure. Astralis, every play that their fakes have worked, their contact plays have worked, their defaults have worked. They have always found opportunities in pretty much everything they've done, which suggests a few things. One, that they're a great team, great individuals, and their team players coming together. But it also suggests that EnVyUs aren't quite so on point individually this against Astralis as they were against Fnatic. But Fnatic were playing more of the style that EnVyUs probably are comfortable with. More individual based play, less strategical, a bit more tactical.
So now I'm told EnVy have issues with their TeamSpeak server, which is
there's so many ways to
becoming
solve that.
common actually.
James, there's so many ways to solve this. It's really annoying actually, because I always had backup TeamSpeaks or mumbles, right? So that if that happens, you just join the other one, because it happens once and you're like, what's that really annoying thing that delays the match and wastes everyone's time? It's like, if that crashes, it's so easy to solve it too. And then these days there's Discord as well. We can just jump on that and just use the voice on Discord or something. Or there's a myriad of ways to solve these issues. This is like one of the easiest things to solve. It's not like the DDoS issue, from a long time ago.
Are you tilted there?
I mean, I'm not tilted. I'm just saying that like it's not like the DDoS thing from a while ago, where it's okay. There are a lot of things you got to kind of figure out about. Okay, how can my IP get out there, and that's like a little bit annoying. But it's just a case of we just need to have a bunch of different servers. I mean, okay, maybe. I mean,
surely you have friends of TeamSpeaks, right? Just go in the channel. Surely like I logged into my TeamSpeak yesterday, and there were 20 people on my TeamSpeak, and I knew 3 people in there, and there were 4. I don't mind people using it. I'm not going to give you the IP though, but I don't mind people using it if it's available. But I mean, like if mine goes down, I have maybe 5 different ones I could use straight away.
Yeah, it does make me wonder that it must be a little more complicated than that, the issue, because that is so easy to solve. It surely cannot just be we have one TeamSpeak server. That cannot be the problem. That can't be. I refuse to believe that.
Well, it appears it is that.
Like TeamSpeak issue, that's got to be something else. Like maybe the microphone broke or something. Maybe Smash's microphone. I don't know. That's not TeamSpeak issue.
We've had some fun ones. We've had was it Flamey who spilled the drink on his mouse mat at LAN?
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
That one was quite funny though. That one was wow.
What is this?
That is
it's a close up.
If you do that to me, you're fired. That is quite a close up. Well, I mean, I have no idea how long this pause is going to take, so maybe we go to a quick break, because there's only so much rambling even he and I can do. So as soon as TeamSpeaks are fixed and everyone's fixed and there's no lag and so on, we will be back with the match. See you hopefully very, very soon.
I've been here some point in the past. Familiar shapes and sounds at last. The smoke and lights, the crowds amassed. The moon behind, skies overcast. I must have been here some point in the past. Familiar shapes and sounds at last. The smoke and lights, the crowds amassed. The moon behind, skies overcast.
Let me out. Let me out. I'm so out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me
Welcome back. So, all issues have been resolved, as they say, and we should be getting into the back very shortly. Remember this?
Into the back.
Into the game very shortly. We shouldn't be into the back. We're not going to into the back. Do we even have a back? I don't think we do. Have a back. But 11 to 2, if you're just joining us for some reason, 11 to 2 is the score at the moment. As Astralis leading Envy on Astralis' pick, which is Mirage. Second map will be Cash. And the third one is going to be Inferno, should we get there. But again, it's a monstrous start here for Astralis. And we will see if they can continue it in the dying rounds. There are 2 rounds remaining in the first half. Let's go.
All right, so if you are just joining us for the match, Astralis obviously 11-2, very dominant showing here on the T side. EnVyUs had a string of buys, but were not able to capitalize, and now they are finally on the force buys. They know at this point that they could save one round and have a buy, but at this point it's better, I think, for them to try to force buy twice. I agree with their play. Let's see if actually no, I think that maybe they quasied.
In the words of Buster Rhymes,
actually
bounce with me.
So they want to get something going on this round, but next round will be stronger. Let's see if MBK can pick up a headshot. It looks so far as if he's not going to pick up all that much just yet, but there's still time. Still time. And look how slow Astralis are playing. Just making sure to be safe against any crazy situations early on that Astralis throw at them. And it's KHB to open things up. And now we see a lot of rotation. We see a lot of movement on mid, but here is Kenny S. He's ready. Ready in the window. Now he can't do anything.
Denied. Denied, of course. And we're going to have a boost into the window once again. So Astralis going for Old Faithful at the moment. And CPL has been abandoned. So we'll see how this plays off. There are 40 seconds left for the Envy side to do something here. 3 people over towards the A site and make that 2. Kenya has been finished off here. Apex with a 5-7. He's always done loads of damage at a 5-7. Only the 1 kill for him. Happy coming in from the back. They spot him, but it's too late. Dupree has been fully wrecked. Carrigan going for the plant now while he's covered by 2 players. Happy alone versus 3. The 1 peek comes in, and that's just another body laid at Happy's feet here. Seems to have a read on what the... Oh, he sees the head as well. He saw the head. He's going for jumping deagle stand. I don't think I'm ready to see that right now.
Team Solo Wrecked is the name of the Deagle. It only works against the Astralis boys, previously TSM's team, but he will be taken out. I mean, they give a lot of respect there, Happy in this Deagle, and I would as well, considering the history there. And if you missed it, just Google Happy Deagle Ace or something like that.
Just Deagle.
On Inferno.
Maybe just Google Deagle.
By Banana. Just Google Deagle. So 2 orbs here for EnVyUs in the last round of the first half. Can this be the solution? Can this do something?
Ooh. There is a spot in the middle actually. You can go wallbang in there. Actually, the CPL walls are quite wallbangable, as I was shown by Mr. Vertigo in the UK. Some dirty wallbangs there. Anyway, mid has been abandoned by the CT side, whom seem more focused on controlling connector. From connector, they can have the occasional peek from the underpass as well, should they want to do that. But it seems Devil will be holding a more passive angle, so if his teammate has been engaged first, he has a better chance of at least trading for him. Device gets taken down, and his body will be unidentifiable, thanks to those flames. As Bomb moves towards A, with 3 people coming in from T-Spawn, and Dupree coming in from Connector. Apex goes down, no trade from Devil. Kenny has traded himself. Still a... Okay.
You are, mate.
I have, I don't know what that means, Dan.
I really don't know.
What does it mean? I mean, there was a man advantage for the CTs there. They were looking good for the money in that particular round. Hopefully we'll find out soon what has just occurred, because it is news to me. I have no idea.
There were some server restarts, so maybe something's been changed, James. I don't know, but that's certainly worrying.
Okay, we need to go to a break because things have happened and things need to be fixed.
Things. All right.
Yeah. So we're going to a break, and then when they sort this mess out, we will be back with the rest of the match. So stay tuned. Welcome back. So things happened. Astralis won the round, I'm told. It was a 2 versus 3. But obviously we're on a GoTV delay, so when things go nuclear for us, it doesn't mean they go nuclear for them. So apparently Astralis won the round, and the score is indeed 12. Well, I think I was wondering if it was going to be a 13-2. Either way, it is. No, it must have been. Okay, there's all kinds of madness going on. 12-3, I believe, is the score. Astralis on the CT side. Can they close this out quickly? That was the question. That is the question. Oh, NBK fully wrecked there by Device on the corner of the smoke. He'll get traded by Happy. Karrigan going for some jumping shenanigans. Devil only on 16 HP. 4 versus 4. We've got KGB coming through T-spawn, where he takes down Apex actually. So now this defense is going to be a bit hard for Envy if they can't take down KGB. Coming in the back, and there we go. Kenies gets taken down as well. So 3 versus 2. Devil still tagged, but there's no kit here on the CT side, so maybe that choice will come back to haunt them. Now it's just Devil alone versus KGB, hiding in the corner, but it's too late to defuse the bomb. There is no kit on these players, and he is making his exit with his 67 points of armor.
Well, looks like EnVyUs will actually win the pistol and start off with something to actually shout about, which is, it's called an economy, James. It's called an economy.
Nice.
So, Astralis have so many rounds to work with and so many ways to just mess with EnVyUs that this should be pretty, this should be in theory a walk in the park for Astralis. A very, very solid team on both sides these days, T and the CT side. And they're actually going for, they're not going for the full force, just 2 players investing everything, Karrigan and KGB. And we'll have to see whether or not EnVyUs can have a clean round here. That's really the goal. Now, bit of spotting there, just a little bit of annoyance caused by MBK. MBK trying to get some info, so in that sense, Apex is being a little bit annoying for MBK as well, because MBK would love to go a little bit further down the apps and get just a little bit more of a peek of a sight, see if he can, draw some more fire or a grenade from a different angle or something like that, just to get that info. And here he is now creeping closer and closer. MBK's really testing things. MBK's push here is working out, it would seem, although the bomb will go down there. And where is the trade? Looks like there's no trade. Apex is still standing there. MBK is still just darting around in the apps here, trying to hold on to his position, allowing his teammates to get in from short. They have to pick up the bomb. They've got to get it done. Device alive with the deagle, but not for long. It's now just a 2 versus, make that a 1 versus 4. And it looks like EnVyUs are okay, but Karrigan lurks. Oh, how he lurks.
Ooh, MBK a bit slow on the trigger there. That's at least a UMP picked up for Dragons, taken to another round. He's going to make his exit, and then Apex is already looking for him. Oh, is he faking? What is his play here? Okay, he's picking up the deagle instead of his 5.7, so he should be taken down by Apex below him. 12-5. Envy on the comeback trail, but how much can they come back? Astralis not too close to that 16th round just yet. The money's not on their side either. So we will see. This will be the eco round for Astralis. And then we should see the big bad buy coming up afterwards. NBK and Devil going with pistols though. Well, in fairness, they're not really up against much, but that's curious. I wonder how much money they have left. 2,400 onto NBK, so it seems it's a Galil or an AK, and he will take the risk and try to hold on to pick up a Galil. And these players, depending on where they will be going in this round, can pick up weapons dropped by their teammates, should they be dropped later on. Excuse the loud noises I am causing.
You're a mess today, Jay.
I am a bit of a mess,
You're
yes.
a goddamn mess.
I am.
If there is something that can be messed up, James will mess it up today. That's how it's going.
That's definitely true, yeah. Actually managing to survive the KGB push here. So 3 USPs left versus 2 pistols and 2 rifles and SMG. NBK with some precision shots there. Nice. So 2 plays left over towards A. And I think they're looking to try and take this AK away from Happy. The pre-fire comes in as the smoke disappears. Very smart man. And Apex will come in for the save. Dupree is now extremely dead. Already in the coffin position, save for his right arm.
Yeah, 12-6. EnVyUs starting that enormous climb. And now it's going to be time for the buy from Astralis. So it's, life is made much easier in that EnVyUs are able to dictate the pace. And, Astralis just have to sit there and react. But there's, interestingly, no orbs on the map at the moment. The economy for both teams is a little bit suspiciously low. Although not too suspicious, as we can see exactly why, due to the nature of how the rounds have played out. But cute little pop flash there for MBK to try to get a quick pick, especially when any players push close, but there will be none, as he will discover.
curious as to how long somebody's flashed for. I am curious to see how long somebody's how long somebody's flashed for when that flash comes in towards the balcony area. I shall have to do some testing. So we've got the smoke coming into the CT side, the A side of Connector rather, where 2 CTs appear to reside. Indeed they do. And they won't find much of either of them. The CT still with the man advantage. Those smokes into Connector like that are always dangerous as well, because the CTs can often, almost always, but not always, but almost always, see over them as well. So EnVy moving over towards the A site, they've got a NBK around the mid area. And the rest will look to breach the A bomb site. 30 seconds remain for them to do so.
Yeah, cutting it a little bit close, but they should be okay. The player on stairs could cause all sorts of issues. If Dupree's able to stop the connector push, then this is really huge for Astralis. Oh, he goes down there so close to. One more bullet would have done it, and that's 12 health left for MBK at the end. Devil able to molly off the CTs away from CT, but actually that went behind KHB. Oh no, Carrigan, sorry, and that's going to be the plant stop. There's no time to plant the bomb, and that's going to be the round now closed out. It looked like it was going to work for EnVyUs. That molly was too deep. Too deep indeed, and that's going to mean that Astralis pick up the round 13-6, and the money is still quite decent for EnVyUs, but you know, losing a round where they had a favorable position is certainly going to sting, because in reality they could be on 7 rounds, forcing the eco, looking to make their 8th round, which would mean that they would only be 4 rounds behind. Instead, they are 7.
One smart thing I saw there, just very quickly, from NBK was he put a Molotov. He was in mid and he put a Molotov into CTL window, which would suggest that they're boosting somebody in there, which forced a rotation from the CTs out of the crawl space around towards CT, which ended up coming in there to help get a frag. But the point was the Molotov had a high purpose, which I did like to see. So we have an early pick here from Astralis, very aggressive peeking towards mid, doesn't work out for the CT side. Minute 20 on the clock for EnVy to capitalize on its set advantage. But NPK has taken a lot of damage, but he's over towards the apps at the moment. We've got Zipex playing close shorts, just relying on nobody pushing B early. You can see passive angles are indeed being held, but EnVy are moving over towards the A site here. Zipex will get Molotov out of the short position, which means that EnVy can take Connector without being punished. So 4 versus 4, but there's nobody on the A site. Have Astralis made the wrong read here? Or is this just a massive flank retake? I don't even know what's going on. I'm not even sure.
Well, I mean, they're going to have to go for it. Or, I mean, they can at least try. And if they get the first kill like they just did, that's going to make it much more convincing to go for it.
He's rotating back to T-spawn as
well.
well.
If they can get this, they've got another kill. Dupree taking down Devil. The flank will be intercepted here by Happy, but that means there's a player who's alone on the bomb site. And, I mean, the frag will be won by Carrigan there. Kenny is having to hold things down alone, but there's fire, there's bullets, and there is death. Only death and defuse bombs for EnVyUs. So a really impressive comeback there from Astralis. It all started with the kill on the lurk in mid from MBK, and things got worse from there. So 14-6, and Astralis looking really good, to be honest. Looking really good indeed today. I do wonder if the spawn will carry across maps, or if EnVyUs will have a better cache.
Well, let's have a look at what EnVy will leave spawn with. Just the 4 rifles. Devil, the new man, will be left with just the P250. If anybody's watched Phone Shop, they'll know the new man reference. Looks like we have some aggression, maybe from Astralis over towards the B bomb site. It seems that Zipex is moving up with Device holding an angle for him. And Happy's in the underpass, just going up to have a look at the angle. So Zipex might be in to kill Happy here. We might see a fast flank, and the CTs are using the information to put 4 on the A bomb site. In fact, Zipex might be moving all the way to T-spawn with his push. Aggressive Molotovs to try and ruin the timing, and that will help Zipex get to his flank position a little bit faster as well. Although NBK may be reading the situation. Look how smart these players are. Just checking in case there is a flank. Just keeping an eye out as the T's go for this execution.
But even smarter, Zipex because the push hasn't come in yet, he's not going to be greedy and just go for it. He's going to wait until they know that the push is coming in. And now JZFB starts to rotate, but it's up to his teammates to make the frags. There is 2 from Carrigan, right from the corners there. That is beautiful there for Astralis. They will get the bomb site regardless, but they have had heavy losses, very low health from 2 players. Kenny is down to half health, 12 for Happy. Oh, the most healthy player spotted by JZFB going down for free. The flank is good, and now KGB wraps around from CT. Now, can Happy and Kenny hold this? The bomb is yet to be planted. It needs to go down. The fake comes in, and that is going to be a fatal mistake, which KGB will punish him. And it's going to be just 1 now. 12 HP. He dies, of course. What can you do? Laid to rest by the box. Does look very comfortable, but what isn't comfortable is this 15-6 scoreline. Even worse than the showing against Fnatic.
Yeah, this is some Hulk strength shown by Astralis on Mirage. They are looking very sexy indeed on this map. But can they take it over the line? Never count EnVy out. We learned that at Cluj-Napoca. Will that be the case
That's
now?
a long time ago, Jess.
In fairness, it was a long time ago now. But never say never. Apart from when you say never say never. In which you say it twice.
That's true. Good observation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So the 1AK onto NBK, the rest of the team on pistols is the end nigh for EnVy. I remember when from Dupree's position, NIP did double nades over the top of the entrance to A. I don't really see that very often though. But anyway, the push is coming in here. The counter flashes will start for the CT side. Charging T players trying to win the trades here. The CZ, the bomb is down in a very unlikely position. That is not good for these remaining 2 EnVy players. NBK is now alone for less than a second. 16-6 will be the score on map 1 of this best of 3. Astralis with a monstrous showing.
Yeah, it's just a beast T half. What are you going to do? What was it, 12-3? And then, I mean, EnVyUs won the pistol round, and they managed to get 3 rounds, squeeze 3 rounds out afterwards. But to be honest, had EnVyUs not won that pistol round, obviously it would just be over. I think even the 16-6 makes it look closer than it actually was to some extent, because it did look like a rout. Astralis basically looked, on this map here, they looked like a better team in every single facet.
I think it was 13-2, because looking at the scoreboard, which you